Alright, welcome back to the kingdom, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that little video I just put out, Relics Revealed. But tonight, we are going to get Odin. Now, we're going to start off this stream with a little bit of fusion, because I've got some 3-star relics that I'm going to see if I can't fuse all the way up and see how long it takes for those. I normally don't fuse 3 stars, but in this case I actually need to. So let's go over to a mounted armor, and we're going to go ahead and get this running. Okay, so 3-star mounted armor. Let's see if my Drew, welcome back. Got to finish up these mounted armors, Matano and Lamesh, to make sure that they are fully decked out. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, we're doing 3 stars today, so I'm hoping that I can just eke by with some basics, but I'm going to stick to my method. And as a matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to use any 3-star relics to try to forge into this thing. Even if I do get successes, it seems like a waste. Just 1 and 2 stars for these 3 stars. Oh yeah, and we're also going to have a look at Valkyrie, because I did pick her up yesterday. I'm currently sitting at 20,000, and I've only used 3 relics. I'll give you guys an update on how many gems have been used as well. Alright, we got one more chance. And then I wait another day. And I wouldn't be surprised if I've used up all my luck. Oh. Here we go. We'll see how far we can go with this then. It's the 6th try. I don't know how this works with 3 stars, but I'm about to find out. And I actually don't mind if I get physical resist on this, because I'm actually in need of more physical resist for my Matano. Alright. Gotta tell you, it doesn't feel like a 19% success percentage, but I've never been one that goes off of those things anyway. Hey, my castle, I know that feeling, Drew. My castle is level 22, and each builder, like anything I'm upgrading, takes a long time. Like my next castle will take something like 2 weeks and 2 days to upgrade. Now after I don't anticipate my stream being as long today as it was yesterday. But yeah, because I only have 4,000 to go till Odin. And then 3,000 to get Mimir. And I have used a whole lot less relics than I thought I would have. Now I'm currently sitting at 33,800 gems. And I'm at 20,000 souls. And I've only used 3 relics. I started this off at 41,000 gems. No, it doesn't. As you get further up, you're going to have about 4.5 troops that you could level up for by the time you get to your next castle level. And so you have to choose which troops that you really want to level up if your builders are constantly at work. The troops that have lagged behind for me are militia, spearmen, and archers. Not so much archers, but they are 1 or 2 levels behind the other ones. My specialty troops I have leveled up pretty far. It'll be nice to have these little, like, I'm looking forward to getting back to leveling some unique relics. But these relics like this represent the backbone of your troops at higher levels. Alright, give me another success before I get to my 2-star relics. Come on. Ooh. Alright. Embraces, it is all up to you. Blood Wolf, welcome back to the stream, man. Wow, I have a lot of these things. Look at this, guys. Natural emotion is on to me. They are doing it again to me. Here we go, here we go. Oh, failed. Alright. Give me that level 5. We are leveling up a 3-star today, guys. I figured with these high percentages that it'd be pretty easy. But I don't know anymore. Wow. I may just have to wait to level this thing up till later on. I'll give it 2 more forges. I don't want to waste all my relics on this because I feel like these 2-stars could be getting levels on 4-star relics. I just really need this 3-star relic leveled up. Alright, 1 more. Actually, no. You know what? We're going to the end of the 2-stars. When I'm forging, I go all the way. These relics are easily replaceable. Jeez. This thing is fighting me. Note to self, I think it's as hard to level up a 3-star relic as it is a 4-star relic. There we go. We got 1 success here. Level 5. We're going to make it all the way to level 10 before we get to my 3-star. Oh, there we go. Another success. Living the dream, guys. Living the dream. We're in the H's. Can I get to level 10 before we get to the 3-stars? Come on. Matano needs a new mount armor. Alright. Oh, and I never, in my forging, on a fail. If I can help it, I'm going to end it on a success. Wow. Alright, I don't have much left in 2-stars. No, it's just me being stubborn. Simple as that. Alright. This will be the perfect ending to this. Or not perfect ending, but this will be a great ending when this gives me a success for my last 4 2-stars. Oh. Alright. I'm going to do something stupid. We're going to use 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I have so much stuff in here anyway. This is stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But I want that success. 75%. There we go. I'll end it with a success. Level 7. I can come back and visit that later. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and get over to... Well, I hope your friends enjoy having you over, Blood Wolf. Sounds good. Let's get over to Valkyrie. I have not looked at her skills, although I have collected her. Now, this is my old Valkyrie. Alright, guys. I'm a bit nervous here. What we got here? It looks like I got 2 defensive grenadier skills, at least. That's bad, actually. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and say this Valkyrie is worse than my previous one. And so with that in mind, I will go ahead and next fusion event, she will be gone. But that's fine. You remember, I'm not in this for the Titans. And this is my previous Valkyrie. I got Grenadier armor piercing at least. And then a bunch of spearmen stuff. And that's fine. Not a big deal. But let's see what Odin has in store for me tonight. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I've already done all of my regular grind to get to 20,000. Because I was at 16,000 this morning. And I've grinded it out to 20,000. So the rest of tonight, I will be using at least 1 relic per every 1,000. Because I did designate 15 relics for this event, and I've only used 3. So let's see what we can get. Here we go, here we go. Oh, starting it off slow with a 1-star. Let me go find my good friend Blood Wolf. Oh, we could start off with Fury over here. Swap out the Titans. The other thing that this event has done for me is I have gotten 9 levels on my Calvarax. It's alright, it's payback for yesterday, Blood Wolf. You're welcome to attack me as much as I'm attacking you here. Get your souls tonight. That's why we're all playing. I will be finishing up the event tomorrow as to get the head of Mimir. But I think the only relics I'll be using are tonight. Oh wow, you know what? I didn't even equip a relic, so shame on me. Alright, let's make sure I can find this again. I've got it. And then I gotta fly, alright. Those 3 levels, Blood Wolf, are impressive. Alright? Anytime where you get to the 50s with a Titan, those levels just take forever to do. 9 levels at level 20 is not a big deal. I know, there's certain maps here that just irritate me. We're just going to go down non-toxic Rogue Squadron's side to find out anyone with open lands so I can bubble them. Normally I'd look for lands with more defensive troops, but tonight I am on a time schedule. Because last night I used up all my goodwill with my wife. I was up late doing that, grinding out to 16,000. I started yesterday at like 7,800 souls. I got to like 16,000. 8,000 in a day is dumb. I don't want to have to do that again. I came close to hitting that refresh or recharge button right there. I've done that a few times and I'm like, dang it. It's not, I just lose a few seconds off of the recharge timer, so it's kind of stupid. But that's just me, man. Here we go. So how far into the event are you guys tonight? Drew, Bloodwolf, and anyone else who's listening? I'm curious. Let's see, let me get some more portal stones. Grind this out. What is this? I've been a little bit shocked watching these other streamers telling me that they came into this event with 70,000 gems and they're like, have zeroed out and they haven't finished out. And I'm like, wow. It benefits to be a free-to-play sometimes, guys. They dropped $100 on the event and couldn't finish. Hey, Drew, more power to you. Odin is a beast. Yeah, I remember you telling me that you'd already this. I like to use the natural refresh rate of these portal stones. Oh, there you go, Bloodwolf. You are mine now. You don't have to be free to play all the time. Just be free to play when you can't do any other way. To be honest with you, I didn't think my strategies were all that unique. I'm playing some royalty-free music off of Pretzel Music. Mainly because I can play this on stream. Now, I'll be getting back to my event analysis in the with the upcoming events, where I just basically break down for a free-to-play player what's the best you can get out of a grinding it out. Because when you go to something normally like, if it's a 4-day event, you go to like 2,500 souls, you can grind that out using portal stones and get a net gain in gems and tokens. My team, I think we're aiming for 51 to 100. I'll check to let you know exactly where we're at. As for my souls, I am sitting at 20,370, and my alliance rank is 71. So we're aiming for another Siegfried in my alliance. And, you know, based upon my lucks with Siegfried, we can get Siegfrieds all day, and I'll level those guys up. Thanks, Z-Bird. Good to have you on the stream, man. How far into the event are you? Are you planning on finishing? Have you already finished? And if you have finished, what type of skills have you gotten on your Titans? X-Archer's OP, that's right. Yeah, Pisces called it out for me. I got a very good Siggy. Happy about that. I'm really happy I did yesterday's stream. Because I didn't even realize that until Josh made his comment about what I thought about the head of Mimir, that people hadn't put two and two together with those skills that had been dropped on it. Because I was just thinking, wow, that's a great relic. There's a reason that Natural Motion is putting that at 27,000. It's because when they do drop more of those relics, they don't want a lot of people to have... Oh, wow, alright. I've used up my relic thing. They don't want a lot of people to have the ability to basically make their Titans immune. Good morning, Cage. Wow, you were up really early. Do you guys have today off, Cage? Monday off for some sort of holiday? I know in the States it's Memorial Day. Oh, great. You know what? When the free world is run by banks, everyone takes a break whenever the banks take a break. There we go. Thank you for the subscription, Chuck. Welcome to the kingdom. Since you're new to the channel, let me go ahead and tell you now, there are some series I would recommend that you watch. Really, my flagship series for this is my free-to-play series. You'll find it in the free-to-play list, and it'll cover 10 tips on how to compete in Legends as a free-to-play player. Alright. And just to remind you guys, what tip I am using for myself right now is, and this isn't in the series, but whenever you use a relic, force yourself to grind out the rest of the 1,000. You will thank yourself later on down the road as your neighbor is spending thousands of dollars on this game, and you're not. Now, I am still hoping that I pull some 3 stars tonight. Although I am not going to complain if I don't, because yesterday my luck was great. Did 3 relic pulls and I got 2 3 stars and a 1 star. If that's how my luck continues, hey, that's... Right now I'm averaging a 2-star status, which is much better than I could have hoped for. Alright. To be honest with you guys, I'll probably end this event at like 29,000 gems, not counting what I'm going to get from the end of the event, or end of the season rewards. That'll be an extra 850 or so. And I don't normally like to drop that low, because that puts me in the stage where I can have one event that I can finish as a free-to-play player before I have to wait. So I like to be able to choose which events I really go for. And I do get picky with them. Although the last few I've been going in heavily for certain relics that have been offered. I'm hoping that it slows down a little bit. In other words, I'm going to have to put a stop. A hard stop. When I get back to 40,000 gems, I feel okay, especially when I got 20 plus relics stored up. So if everything goes well, I should still have 20 plus relics stored up at the end of this event, and 28,000 gems. Which means by next week I'll have maybe like 31, 32,000, which isn't bad, but I would prefer to be a little bit more safe zone. But I am living proof that you can complete half the events as a free-to-play player. And then the other half, you don't really need to complete because they're just repeat events. Oh. I gotta tell you, Spoils of War was made specifically with free-to-play in mind. That thing is better than any event that you could have, because you don't even need to spend gems to grind that out. You just do that capture method I told you guys about in the videos, and you'll get enough portal stones just to fill up your relic inventory 2 or 3 times over. Every single one of those events I've leveled up. At least recent ones, I've leveled up 2 4-star relics off of what I've gotten from there. Oh, the tip is for Spoils of War, look for people that have undefended lands. And during Spoils of War, those people are normally looking at capping back and forth with you. For 1 portal stone, you could pick up 3 relics, or 3 drops off of each battle. If you get 1 portal stone drop out of 9 drops, it is a completely free to play, because that 1 portal stone drop will be all that you need to get 9 more drops, so on and so forth. You can raid to your heart's content. You just have to know what to look for. Now, I hope they have an event like that before the relic rework, because my little forging method is probably not going to work anymore once the relics get reworked. So I don't exactly know how it's going to operate at that point. I do need to have a large fusion day before that to get rid of all my 3-star relics to try to level up a few more of my 4-stars. Until I can learn what the new system, or the kinks in the new system, as I'll put it. Now, as I said before in my video I did earlier today, Relics Revealed, that is going to be, I think, a series that is going to, it's going to be a long-running series. It's not something that I'll be producing the video every week or anything like that. But anytime new interesting relics come out, just keep an eye on that one. Because I have a feeling that with the way that the developers are playing with the numbers in this game, that's going to really take off soon. Alright. And I'm looking forward to getting some more Titans to decent levels to where I can start bringing them into the Castle Crusher series as well. I'm actually really excited to run Guardians in an offensive measure, just because I'm looking forward to how badly I'm going to be beaten on stream. Well, my next one I'm going to be doing is Skolnar. He's my level 60 that I have defending my garrison, at least currently. So, just watching a bunch of Goliaths run into battle, that's going to be a blast. Definitely worth a laugh. Once in a while, I've got this glitch that happens where I tap my screen and it won't allow me to skip. It won't allow me to select anything, so I gotta bring up that little bottom bar to do it. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about, great. If you don't, I know I just sound like an idiot. Power walk, that's right. It's gonna be fun. Luckily, I've got a Freya that's up there in levels as well. We get to see how great a paladin is at land and castle raiding. And then after that, I will have a Mamesh and a Matano that I'm bringing up the ranks. Then it'll probably be a while before I have another video, because I got to get more Titans leveled up. And I am looking forward to getting to the next 1,000 thing, because there is no, like, intermediate gifts between now and Odin. Well, I got the benefit of having a lot of relics as well, so I can put some damage on a Freya or somebody else. Let's see where I'm at. Oh man, I got 300 souls left to grind. I do want to show you guys my Odin on stream tonight. That'll be great. Because even if he's a bad Odin, he's going to remain in my Titan arena. Because at some point, Odin's going to be the one that gives buffs. Buffs to an event. And I'm going to be the one that's running them at that point. Good morning, Nigel. Good to have you on stream. How far are you in the event, Nigel? And how far do you plan to go? Exactly. All Odins are good. Zalan, welcome to the stream. Zalan, I'm going to go ahead and recommend that maybe you take a moment, bow out of this stream and go watch my most recent video. I just did it today. It's called Relics Revealed. It's a new series that I'm surprised no one has thought of yet. But it needs to be done because there are certain relics and certain strategies Natural Motion does not want you knowing about. 12,000. How far do you plan on going, Nigel? You going for Valkyrie? You going for Odin? Oh, okay, 18,000. That's right, I should have read that earlier. 18,000 is the gems, isn't it? 2,500 gems or something? There we go. We are going to get there, guys. Once again, in this event, to get to 20,000 souls, I have used 3 tokens and all of the gems from the event, as well as 8,000 gems I had stored. So I started off with 41,000, I'm at 33,000. I figure I'm going to end the event at 28,000, which will put me at about a net of about 13,000 gems used and whatever tokens I use. So I've actually, up to this point, I've used 4 tokens, and I will be using at least a few more tonight. And then that'll be all. After that, it'll be straight grind tomorrow. $930 attacks. Nice, that is amazing. You know the plight of the free-to-play player now. Anyone who grinds out 1,000 attacks in an event, which you are definitely going to be doing, knows that the difficulty it takes to get there, as well as the rewards or the relics you're going to get. Now, I will say that all of my strategies are based around getting those relics. So when the relic forging system changes, I'm not really sure where my strategies are going to land me. I may have to come up with some completely new ones to be relevant. But we'll see. Don't really know exactly what's going to happen. I think it's beyond my wildest dreams that they'll keep the same relic forging strategy. But from what I hear, they'll allow you to see the what the relics will actually give you at the end of the day. And if that's the case, that'll be great. Yeah, I know. I mean, ever since I figured out the method, my relic inventory for max relics has just been kept going up. Now, I haven't talked to a lot of people, but I don't know of anyone that's come close to the number of relics that I have forged up to level 10. 4-star and 5-star relics. Makes me wish I'd have figured it out a lot sooner, rather than just a few months ago. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm going to start up another battle, and I'm going to open up Discord. I'm wanting to make it a thing that where every time I'm on, I have Discord available for any of you guys that want to come discuss strategy or just have any general questions or comments that you want to make on the meta. Give you a platform to speak on. It's the type of thing that I wish someone would have done for me at the beginning. You know what? I've got it across like 4 or 5 different videos, Cage. I believe I explained the strat in the free-to-play tip number 10. The tip number 10 is actually what's it called? The Spoils of War event, but the extra tips in it go into what my relic forging strategy is. To give you a brief overview of it, and for those of you who have been to the stream a lot, I know I've been talking about this a lot, so just bear with me. Brief overview of it is once a day, whenever I'm going to store up as many relics as I possibly can get. Whenever I have my relic storage completely full and maybe some extra, once a day I'm going to go in and I'm going to forge in 6 different sets of relics looking for a success. So, like 1-star relics, just 1-star relics, 6 different times. If I get a success at any time during those, I go all in with forging on that day. Basically, the thought process of it is the day that I'm lucky, I'm going to throw everything I have at it. And I consistently, even on streams, I've gotten relics, level 4 relics from 1 to 10 in one stream. Now, I have got a average of relics it takes to level up from 1 to 10 for a 4-star, and it's normally 400 to 450 1- and 2-star relics that it takes to level up a 4-star relic from level 1 to 10. If you have some 3-star relics that you end up leveling into that, then that can cut into it. But once again, you just rely on the luck days and you go all in. Actually, yesterday's stream, I did it, and it actually came out to, I counted it at the end, 438 relics it took to level up, but I did have to use some 3-stars. Alright, no problem, Cage. Alright, where are we at? 860, guys, we are close to our new relic. You know what? I've used Rangers long enough to where that little glitch still really irritates me when my Ranger just shoots off into the middle of nowhere. But now I'm starting to find it kind of funny. Now that I don't need Rangers to do any of the actual heavy lifting in my fights. Sort of want my Ranger just to fire in like random directions 6 different times so he looks like a sprinkler. Wait, did it say I'm level... Oh, he's level 29. Alright. Maybe I should go and, like, throw in some Titans into my Ranger right now. Get him to level 30 so I can equip him a decent relic. So for every Portal Stone recharge, when I recharge 20 Portal Stones, as opposed to the full recharge, with this Calvarax, it gets me roughly 100 souls and some change. So after I'm done with, when I have to recharge next time, it'll be like 3/4 of the way through that recharge that I can do another draw. And I'm going to draw a 4-star relic tonight. You know why? Because I don't. I'm just hoping for it. Little bit of shout out. Have any of you drawn a 4-star relic yet? In all your time playing this game? I still think they're the mythical unicorn in this game. They don't really exist. I'm lucky enough when I get a 3-star relic, which is why this event has shocked me. I'm 50-50 for getting 3 stars. 3, Nigel. Good gravy. You are my new hero, man. You should have done my relic forging strategy a long time ago, because you already got the luck that comes with it. Wow. That was Natural Motion's way of saying, welcome back, Cage. Oh. It's okay. I feel like I have spent too much on this game myself, but what I have spent is time. But I think we're all in that same boat. This is my only game that I play. I used to be a first-person shooter type guy. as well as real-time strategy, RTS. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even know Titans existed. I looked at the App Store and I was like, hey, what's that game? I saw the preview for it. I was like, alright, I'll give it a shot. And then from the first time that my Kobar swung his hammer and knocked up like 30 guys in the air, I was like, dude, this is awesome. Alright. Pop up on Facebook. Alright, we got 3 battles, guys. 3 battles, and I will be able to do another draw. You know what? Then you were sucked in by the community as well. Your community was Nige. So what? Wow. YouTubers at work again. So, you guys have been back in the game for a while. I'm curious, what is it that keeps you guys playing this game? I know what keeps me playing this game, but what is it that you guys like about this game that makes you choose it over the million other options that you have out there? Community. Alright. I can get behind the community. It's the reason I'm here. I can get behind all those reasons. I'm curious, do you guys know what the biggest model Titan there is in the game right now? I know the boars are supposed to be pretty huge. Let's see where I'm at. 21,000 exactly, guys. It is time for another pull. Let's see what we get. Come on, 3-star, 4-star. Give me a 4-star. I'm gonna be greedy. Vikings. Alright, I got a 3-star, guys. Look at this. It is a good day today. Human Berserker Big. One of these days, I'm just gonna have a stream called, well, what's a good name for it? The Big and Heavy. And I'll be using nothing but Titans that take up full screen. That'll be awesome. Alright. Grimwald. I got Grimwald. First F, welcome to the stream. Now I will say that getting the 3-star relic is a double-edged sword for me. Because it does give so many souls, to where it gives over 1,000, I actually forced myself to finish the second part of the 1,000 without doing another pull. So, stream just got a little bit longer for your guys' pleasure. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Freya and the Paladins are... Lawrence, I'm happy it works for you, man. It's about time people started getting some leveled up relics out there. And since all of my strategies revolve around relics, pretty soon you're going to find yourself grinding through every event. Not for the relics that you get from the event, but for the relics that you're going to get to forge into the relics that you need. But congratulations, Lawrence. That's awesome. Max 2 4-stars, man. Congratulations. Now with the results like that, I expect both of you guys to be up, if you're not already in Legend League, to get to Legend League and show League of God what is happening. Now, a long time ago, on one of the streams from one of my fellow guys in the community, Soldier stream, they had the League of Gods leadership on. And I asked them a question. I asked them, did they have any free-to-play players in their alliance? And if so, to give them a shout-out. And these guys were so far removed from that strategy that they didn't even know what free-to-play was. They were stumped by the question. It's actually that stream that made me realize that maybe the free-to-play guys needed, not just free-to-play guys, but anyone who's looking at saving money on this game, needed a representative here to lay out some strategies that could have you at least be somewhat competitive. Well, I can only imagine. Blood Wolf, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? All of your lands are bubbled right now. What am I going to do when you're not here? Alright, we got 3 more attacks. That's okay, you got time. I don't know if anyone else who is in my server this season. Do you guys feel like minis are so much harder to find right now? Like good minis? It feels like all we had is the top alliances that are just stringent. The only advice I have for you first, Steph, is roll up your sleeves and get to grinding. And hopefully you'll get there. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if I would have attempted this event if I didn't have at least 20 relics. Because I can't, I mean, this happened to be a good weekend for time for me. But I saved those relics for events where I'm not going to have the time to grind. I'm using them here because I have a lot stored up, and I don't want to dedicate the extra hours it's going to take to just grind all the way through. 22 relics. Good gravy. That's 44,000 gems. I am sorry you've had bad luck, man. Anytime I hear numbers like that, I'm like, oh. Like, you've had a worse weekend than the Han Solo movie. Shots fired, shots fired. Alright, here we go. Let me get back to my mounted armor. 27k gems. Those are some bad relic pulls first. Really bad relic pulls. Although I don't think I need to tell you that. Anubis, that means one of these events, when you really want something, you're going to be able to use natural portal stone refreshes along with your event relics to complete an event. Now, off of a 1.3 or 1.4 boost, for natural refreshes, you can get about 6 to, depending on the boost, 6 to 800 souls a day. Zalan, I mean, when I saw those relics in this event, I thought other people saw it too. But, I mean, they printed that ability on those relics, and I was in shock that they did. And, you know, it blows my mind. Those relics are not going to be useful today or tomorrow. But down the road, I see those things being game-breaking. I mean, Natural Emotion's got to deal with them like... I mean, I'm sure they have a plan to deal with them, but... And maybe it's just not to print very many of them. But what happens when, for example, the next... Throne Wars events comes around? And the guy who got the Paladin relic... or the Guardian relic, goes and gets the Urukor guy. The Titan guy? New Titans and new skills. There's always going to be new Titans and new skills. But if you make a Titan or troop immune to both melee and ranged completely, what do? Bring in 20 lightning spells? Yeah, Urkon. Oh my gosh. Urkon with that Guardian relic is going to have 72% resist to all damage. You stack that with the head of Mimir, you go up to 96% resist to melee. You throw on the other item that you get from this event, 96% to all ranged and melee. What is that? You could throw in the Protector too. So many broken interactions. That's probably why Throne Wars isn't coming out. Someone started doing the math and they're like, no one's going to play the game if they don't have any chance whatsoever. See, I don't mind the overpowered Matanos with 90% resist to all elements, because you can still find a way to beat the crap out of those guys. But when you can't do damage, what are you going to do? Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox here. Oh, and because I promised it, and you guys have got me distracted, I'm blaming it all on you. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste my Discord link for those of you who would like to join me. If you can't, that's totally fine. But if you have some comments, some thoughts, some ideas, when I was a new player, I always was looking for a platform to share something that I found new, and I want to give you guys your chance to share it. Oh, wait a second. I gotta go ahead and jump in my channel. Zalan. Oh, let me go ahead and change my settings here. And where is that? Voice and video, voice activity. Okay. I'm going to turn down my music a little bit, because sometimes that gets in the way.
Yeah, but can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you pretty clear, Zalan. How you doing?
Good, excellent. I'm doing good.
All right. Since you are the leader of the DOT community, man, what?
Oh, I am? Oh, gosh. I guess. So, what's going on?
Man, I've got this little strategy that I run in all of these events where, I pull a relic and then I have to finish out the next 1,000 grinding it out. Or not the next 1,000, but the next, however it takes to get to the next 1,000 portion.
I see what you're saying. So basically, if you pull a 3-star, you really don't have to worry about anything because you're already making 1,000.
No, I make myself grind out the finishing 900 souls on the next 1,000 because it gives technically give me 1,100.
I see, because you get a little over 1,000.
That's right. That's how I save my tokens. So far, I've used 5 tokens in this event, and I should be close to Odin at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say I've been slacking a little bit this weekend, so I'm a little bit behind. So
Hey, you know what? It's not about the Titans, man. And even the relics, I could see myself passing on the relics in this, because they're long-term investments as opposed to short-term. With the exception of that, like, Archer relic, I'm stoked to put it on my Siggy.
well, remember about my theory on the way everything works on, getting Titans later based on, it's going to be cheaper later, but remember, you're paying the higher amount now because you're going to have that Titan for the time, in the interim time between now and the time they offer it.
Right. You're going to have the Titan while it's still a broken Titan.
Basically. Same thing with even the relics level too. I mean, you get the relics now, so you can level them up now, than getting them later. Or that's the other thing too. We don't even know if any of these relics will be kept in the same pool of some other set of rewards. You might only get 1 or 2 of these relics offered in a different.
You may not get them offered ever again. That goes back to the original Ranger relics. I'm surprised.
Well, you realize the original Ranger relics, they were re-offered again. There was a second Ranger event. You remember that or no?
I don't know. No, I don't remember there being a second event with those being offered.
Okay, because the only reason I know, I'm pretty certain on that, unless it was a full event and you had to pull them from the temple. But I have Ranger relics that I got a second time around. It was interesting because I remember that.
1 second, I'll be right back, Zalon.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry about that, Zalon.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
That was my wife. We had something like thunder or something outside, and she was checking to make sure something wasn't beating on our screen door. So, kind of weird. All right. So, what were you saying before? And sorry about the interruption.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all right. Just, we were just talking about the fact about, when you get the Titan or the relics the first go around, compared to seeing them a second time around.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly less souls. Like, for instance, some of the 4-star relics that we've seen in some of these North Sky events and other events recently, we've seen some 4-star relics that have become a bit more common be some of the lower soul counts where you're getting 4-star relics for 7,000 and 8,000, and it's like, wow, certain 4-star relics now at this point have become a bit more, I guess, less expensive or easier to obtain. So
that's true. That's very true. Now, I honestly want to know your opinion. What do you think of my conspiracy theory video, Relics Revealed?
Wait, the one that I just watched? Are you
Yeah.
talking about the idea of the fact that the ranged and
Resist to melee.
defense,
Yeah.
the resists for melee and resist for ranged could ultimately break the game.
Yeah.
We've seen similar type stuff like this in the past, and of course, it's very possible that yes, this is definitely a route that things could go. Do I think that a lot of people are paying attention to that? No, not at all. Typically, most of the time, people are only focused on what's working right now, and making that better, compared to looking to the future and seeing what works could possibly, change meta or create a new. When the developers create a new meta, I believe it takes a certain amount of time for even some of the more avid players to figure certain things out. So, that's why there's always I would say, multiple months in between major meta changes, because eventually it seems to become common knowledge among the community about certain things. But until that happens, there's constant testing that people are doing. So,
Cage, no, they are not capped at 90%. You know how you can tell it? By looking at the Berserker Relic. If you didn't already know, because the Berserker Relic is a 95% resistor range. What shocked me about these two relics, though, was the fact that, the other times it's been printed only for Titan or for Troop, and it's been limited availability. This time it's printed for both, and while it is inferior in all ways to Elemental Resist until you hit 90%, once it's past 90%, it's exponentially better. And if you ever hit 100%, game over. Congratulations. The only way you're dying is if they bring in 100 lightning bolt spells and hit you with every single one of them.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Zalon, are you going to finish this event, or are you going to be passing on it?
Well, I'm going to be using, mostly what I've been up to is pulling 5 relics a day and then grinding as much as I can after that kind of thing. Because I wanted to spend, roughly, if I could get away with spending 40k gems and just go from there. But I'm trying to get Odin, and then after that, I was going to see if I could grind the 3k to get the last relic.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to get to that, and I'm not going to have to just use all the gems that I possibly have to get to the end. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, you'll get there. After all, you lead non-toxic with an iron fist.
No, I don't lead non-toxic with an iron fist. Oh, jeez.
No, to be honest with you,
they blow it out of proportion like crazy. I'm like, man, I'm just a regular person. But
hey,
it's all right.
I'm just on cloud 9, man. I broke the 100 subscriber mark.
Yeah.
So
good job. Done very well putting out different content. Which again reminds me here, coming to the close of this month, I'm getting ready to do what's it called? Who to Watch in 2018 or summer of 2018 video that's just basically promoting all the other DOT channels that I prefer to watch, that have a really good content, and I'm going to be making sure to have your channel and also specifically Game Rescue in the up and coming or newcomers section, because of course I really like your content specifically, and of course I will talk about what you have.
And to be honest with you, I'm going to stick with my niche.
Concentrated on being the free-to-play player that you are, because again, there is nobody else giving the perspective that you have when it comes down to the free-to-play player in the game.
Well, I think and by the way, guys, I want to give a quick shout-out to Game Rescue or Vintage, because I did verify a few questions with him before I went live with my Relic video. This wasn't just my random thoughts that I came up with. There was a few of them I did verify with other people. But I was excited to present it, and he is one that I do trust his opinion on. His theory crafting ability is right up there with the best.
Yeah.
But thank you, Zalon. I appreciate that. Us little YouTubers with mere 100 subscribers, I don't think can ever compete with the 3,000 subscribers you have.
No, I don't have 3. No, don't be. I only have 2,000 subscribers, and
Look,
it's making me sound like an arrogant person just saying that.
By the time
it's okay.
200 people watch this video, you'll have 3,000 subscribers.
We'll see. Thing is, though, the informational ones in comparison to just doing grind streams there's a major difference, and you'll notice that too in the kind of viewership as well. So there is there's a purpose for it all. I mean, that's why I've always, I've done grind streams as a community-based, hangout. Also information share. It's kind of like an open forum for people to share any kind of info or just general gameplay happiness. But at the same time, though, creating actual informational content videos where you're actually talking about real, specific things that deal with getting better in the game, getting your Titans better, getting your troops better, stuff like that. Tuning your strategy, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Those videos, of course, have a lot more appeal to people as well, because, of course, that information typically doesn't die unless metas heavily shift. So.
And the strange thing is, what I found really pushes my channel forward is a combination of the two. Like, the informational videos, they are phenomenal. Getting people engaged, how long they actually spend watching the video. Some of them I have a 25 to 35 minute average watch time on.
Yeah, and believe it or not, the YouTuber talk, exactly that we're having right now, is not just, it's not like saying, this is all about YouTube. It actually helps you craft your content, helps you understand exactly what your audience is interested in, and actually makes it even more of an experience for the creator, because using your analytics to your benefit, that's really the one best part about it. That's why I always tell anybody who's YouTubing, as much as you may not care about any of the numbers, this, that, and the other thing, your analytics tell you everything.
It's true. So. And a real quick shout out to Bloodwolf. I am happy that other people have the Heart Seeker and the Thorn Bow, and I should have saw that earlier. But I completely missed it, and I am trying to get better with these comments.
We were talking about Ranger Relics earlier.
Yep.
And that you did get distracted. I do have to take a look and see, because I could swear that I have a second round, maybe not a full second round of Ranger Relics, but here, let me take a look. I just remember that they came, and I felt like I saw, there was another, maybe it was disappointment that there was another Ranger event, specifically a Ranger event, where they had all just Rangers in it and everything else, and they had no Ranger Relics in the event. That might have been the case. Oh no, I'm wrong. I have 2 Forest Bows.
Wow. I know that they had an event where you could pull from the temple to get Ranger Relics.
Yeah, they did have that. But the thing is, I have 2 Forest Bows. I have one level 6 and one still level 1. I have way too many 4-star relics. But here, let me continue take a look. I have only one Heartseeker, level 7. That's why I'm saying, like, I swear there was another event. I didn't go all the way, so I didn't get a full second set of Ranger relics. But let me see if there is any more of those, because they were nice. I mean, they gave such a heavy boost to Ranger damage; it was insane. So, I mean, that was always what the main thing that people see is usually the first skill. A lot of times they don't pay attention to the second and third skill.
It's true. And to be honest with you, you have a set of those wild arrows, right?
I'm getting down to the bottom of the alphabet here. Thornbow, I only have one, level 6, though. And then I have one set of wild arrows, level 2. So. Okay,
so those wild arrows, I am really hoping that they come out with a ranger that's boost spearman.
Well, doesn't Tolland already boost spearman?
Yeah, but nothing but spearman. Just because 38% resist to...
I mean, if you could get a miracle roll with Tolland.
That's true. And I do need a Tolland for my Titan Arena.
I mean, it would be insane. I mean, if you got 4 out of 5, you could still get away with it. You know that, right?
That's true.
I mean,
that is true.
That's the thing. Some people are looking for absolute perfection, and to be honest with you, if you're looking for a Titan that buffs, one particular troop, you get 4 out of the 5, you could still make it work. Especially with a lot of the relics that are just troop buff, you can still make it work.
Hey, I mean, look at my Siggy. He has subpar spearman skills, but his archer skills are off the chain. And with 2 skills, he is, I think, my best defending Titan.
See, what happened was, after that fusion event, I've been using Calvarax like nonstop since they re-released him, because I want to play with them. I want to play with a meta Titan all I can. But besides from that, he was also required in this event. So, but I want to get back to playing with Sticky because I leveled him up like almost, I want to say, a dozen levels in the last fusion event, and I know he's now like 54. He was like 45 or 46 or something last time I know. So, yeah, I really want to get to actually getting some high level Sticky play in now.
Well, I respect the whole Calvarax thing. Use him while he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he was considered like the worst Titan for so long, and now he's having his day in the sun. He deserves it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm gonna use him while I have him, and I have 5. That's the thing too. I have 5 out of his 6 relics. Do I say that because I didn't go for that last relic in the last event, so like does my Calvarax broke, or am I not using him to his fullest potential? Well, yeah, but at the same time, 5 out of the 6 still gives you 9 skeleton skulls. So,
Nigel, I still can't believe you got 3 archer skills in your Tolland. But congrats on that. Go ahead and finish your thought.
No. I was just mentioning just the fact that, even with 5 out of the 6 Calvarax relics, you can still be very effective. But actually, I have so many extra 3 stars. I'm thinking to myself, is there a way to use Calvarax? Use those skeleton relics on other Titans and have it be effective?
Okay, I'm thinking about whenever I hit level 30 on this guy, which will be probably today, that I'll just level up one of those 4-star relics and just see how it works on him. Because right now I'm just using Panther on this guy.
Oh, okay. Are you raiding with Calvarax right now?
Yeah. I want the 1.4 boost. This is my Calvarax from the original Halloween event.
Nice, yeah. So, I'm using my original one too. Just because there was no reason to go get a second one for me. But that's why I went for Astaroth. Astaroth was still a decent deal for me. And so I feel like that was their, whoopsie. Like, we offer Astaroth, and we'll be asking that. Thank goodness, though, that so many people started finishing this event a couple days ago, to be honest with you. it was so hard to raid with all these people in this event trying to go crazy.
I mean, we are on a bad server, I'll tell you that, for the ratings.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that the more people that tell me that they're finished on our team and or anyone else, I'm like, good, I'm glad you're finished. I'm glad you're finished. I'm glad you're finished. Because it just means that there's going to be more lands available for me. Although I still feel like tomorrow is still going to be a very hectic day and still going to be very hard because everyone's going to be going crazy to finish. So.
Well, lots of money will be spent tomorrow. Natural Emotion will be happy.
Yeah.
Not that that's bad. I mean, they've created a great game. They do deserve to get paid.
True. Well,
just not by me.
The good thing, well, yeah, true. Well, the good thing is, what's it called? That mostly everything's all digital, so it doesn't matter that the banks are closed tomorrow.
There you go. So, Nigel, you got one of the new Talons with the X Archer skill, resist against physical, and Archer damage against Titans. Well, I gotta tell you now, like, the two worst skills I think I can see on any Titan is a regular armor skill and a resist physical skill. Anytime I see those two, I just, like, cringe. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, depending on your relics that you have, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. So, you're talking about Titan though specifically, right?
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to troop armor, I mean, I'm not exactly upset about troop armor.
But. Yeah, any like resist to physical, because it seems like that's all the relics I have. That's all that they give, and so I can max like my Matano. I have fire resist, ice resist, poison resist, no poison resist, or no physical resist. But I'm gonna be able to max it out off of just relics. So it makes me feel good that happens. So anytime I see a Titan that has physical resist, I'm just like, oh, I got all these relics that give it, and I can't use it on this Titan.
In the relic meta, basically resist physical is one of the most common.
It's true. It's very true.
That would be a great here. There you go. Here's another great video idea for you. Obviously, for the people that have time to do so, finding out what's the most uncommon and common relic metas of the time right now.
Well, the relic meta is gonna shift soon. I got that feeling. The developers are putting that out, and so it was an idea I was thinking about, but I was like, am I wasting my time for a video now when 2 weeks from now it could change?
Here's something I want to bring up as a possible theory too as well, with the whole, now that we know that this comes down to just development of what's coming next, because they said that the next update to the game is going to be the changing to relic forging. Okay, so with that said, you remember the times of what it was like before the change of Titan.
Yes. Correct. One of the best changes this game has ever implemented.
Correct. Thing is, though, when we had the ability, like, do you still have Titans that have way more relic slots available and or skills available than their level?
Yes.
Do you have any? Okay. So, just the simple fact that, we had to work ridiculously hard to unlock this, that, and the other thing, but we had the ability to go really high and unlock skills and relic slots that were, like, of course, unobtainable now. The idea in theory I have, because some players were like, wow, it just takes so long now to level our Titan. That was what the new thing that came out of that was, because why do people complain about leveling Titans now is because it holds you back from relics and skills. before people didn't complain. I mean, it was a major complaint, but it was more about how you were constantly, you didn't know if you actually were obtaining anything or not. But then, you see how what I'm getting at here?
Yep, I do.
Okay, so basically, what I'm getting at now with the whole Relic Fusion is everyone right now wants Relic Fusion to be, all right, now we have to put a certain amount of relics in there, and that guarantees it's going to the next level. Well, this is where I believe, yes, we're going to get that. Yes, everything is great and wonderful. The thing is, though, how many relics do you need to put into it to get to the next level? I believe that number will be substantially high.
It's going to be much higher than my system right now, I guarantee it.
So, you see where I'm getting at is, as much as everyone's complaining about the fact that they don't believe that everyone thinks they're throwing the relics away and throwing the relics away, and that's what it feels like, and blah, blah, blah. But when they do eventually change it, and then they say, all right, now we're putting a number to it. We're giving you all right, to get to the next level of this relic, you're going to have to put in either 101 stars, or 52 stars, or 25 3-stars. Your choices. You know what I mean? And you're going to be like, well, that seems like a lot. And that'll be the newest complaint, is it takes forever to get relics forged up. But that's because, and why is that the complaint? Well, it's because you can't forge them up fast, you can't use the skills, just like a Titan. So you see how that all seems to be.
Yep.
I mean, this is what I'm predicting, and this is what we're on the verge of seeing next in the next update. So again, that's my current theory on exactly how that's all going to pan. So
I think that is absolutely legitimate. I could see that panning out. I'm one of the few people that wish the system wasn't changing. I am incredibly happy with the current system. So, but
so
you know,
so you see what I mean, because obviously you're using way less relics right now to get a lot farther with your relics.
Mm-hmm.
But to a great majority of the players out there that are not doing what you are doing, they are not.
Yeah, I mean, they're just burning through food. It just seems like an endless waste of supplies.
So again, to the masses, it will seem better, but they won't see the back end of exactly how much it's still going to take them to get to.
Well, you know what? After the massive improvement that they did with the last relic thing, while I may be scared to lose my system I have in place, I got faith in them, at least with the relic system.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say that it's getting. All I'm getting at is the fact that this is what to expect. Don't expect the relic forging to just all of a sudden be like, all right, snap fingers, and we have level 10 4-stars.
That would break the game if that happened. Like that.
Exactly.
It's a huge part of the game is leveling the right relics.
All I'm trying to do is put out there the don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because I just feel like the community is always looking forward as these are our list of gripes. Let's nail it to the door of natural motion. And then then when you look at each one of them, it's like, all right, well, as soon as we take care of it, it's just going to be a different gripe that comes up. You know what I mean? It's not like we got rid of something. People complaining. It's just going to create a new one, just like we already have one for Titans. But they're already working on something for Titans, as we heard that this next week we should be seeing a new. I don't know about a new event, but they said that they were talking about another arena of the Theaters of War.
I like that event.
They said new Theaters of War, but they didn't specify if it was going to be in the Theaters of War or if we're going to just see an event that has Titan XP. When they mentioned that in the stream, they mentioned it so close together that we don't really have a definitive if it has to do with Theaters of War or if it's going to be an event separate from that, because Theaters of War looks like it's developed as a weekday event, which is fine with me, because I would like to make sure that the weekday events aren't always like, boring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if they could make something that's fun and exciting for the week, and Theaters of War turns into something like that, they can run twice a month or 3 times a month if we have a five week month. But I don't know if I want to see Theaters of War every week, because then I think it would make it a little bit
redundant.
Yeah, exactly. So again, I don't know. That's one thing I do see in the other game that I play. It's well, Shadows of War.
Absolutely.
The way that their events are run in that game, it's like every week the same event types happen in the same days, and everything is very predictable. Do I like the game still? Yes. But do I like the way that the events don't seem to have anything really different or offer anything different at all? It does make it a little bit monotonous. So I do like the fact that, events are jumbled up and kind of sprinkled about throughout a month. So I appreciate that more. So I believe that hopefully that will be the case.
One thing I should have made a video on Theaters of War about is I did invest 2,000 gems in it because I wanted to test out the event to see what type of returns I would get as a free-to-play player. Yeah. And while, I ended up getting, I think it was 5 4-star relics, which isn't bad.
Okay, which one? Theaters of War, because we had 2 different events that week that were giving out some crazy... oh, that's right. It was a special temple pull for Stormborn.
Right.
Which was like 5 pulls at one time for like 1,000 gems.
Oh, I did that one too.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say it was absolutely absurd. Some of those deals happened.
I only spent 1,000 gems on that, and I used my 1 token I had saved up for it. But I did test it out. What were your results for that?
My results for that weren't anything crazy. I just pulled to see if I could get anything, half decent. But I only got 3-star Titans and 3-star Relic. I didn't get anything wild.
Me too.
I think I got a 4-star. I'm sorry, I got a 4-star shield. One of the super common 4-star shields.
The kite shield, the piece of garbage shield.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, I don't look at. I would still say, if 4-star relics like that, I don't look at them as garbage as much. If anything, I would use them to level up at level 9 to level 10 4-star.
Okay, I can see that.
I don't know. There's certain situations where when I have level 9s and I have, especially after events, and I have a crap ton of level or 3-star relics, like after this event, I have right now at least a half dozen. I specifically target my level 9 relic 4-stars and let them have some of my highest relics in just a couple crap shots just to see if I can get them to max out. But I rarely ever take a level 9 and just throw like 10 million 1-stars into it. I find that to be completely wasteful.
Well, my results from the event, the pulls from the temple are as good as any pulls I've ever gotten for the temple, meaning that not really the best that they could be.
Yeah.
But that Theaters of War, I got 5 4-star relics. But 4 of them were flame volleys and 1 was a volcano vein, which isn't bad, but I already had multiples of each. So I'm hoping that the next one will be something like an ice event where I can pick up some avalanches.
Oh, really? You want avalanches?
I want the troop
I seem to get
Titan
3-star avalanches all the time. It seems like one of the most common 3-stars.
I've got 4 avalanches, 4 stars, but I don't have any of the dual avalanches. Like Imperials and Titan. And Cage is
Okay.
jealous of you because of how successful you are at this game.
Wait, who?
Cage of Shadows. See, he says still jealous.
No, no.
So, Zalan, I have noticed that you are making the push for higher levels now. I know for a while that you stayed low and slow like the old Godin used to tell us.
Hold on. Well, what do you mean by, like, just moving castle level and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I only slowed down. Sorry. I only slowed down on castle because, I was fighting in Legend League battles every week and not caring about anything else. And that was just my general progression, like the mid to later part of last year. But I slowed down on caring about VP and more concerned about my castle. I mean, I'm at 20 right now. I'm going to be going to 21 soon.
Sounds
So,
good.
Yeah. So,
Nasir, welcome to the stream. Nigel, you got a Kamathi from that event. I am incredibly jealous. I had heard a lot of people got 4-star Titans, but I wasn't one of them. So I'm happy for all of those that did get it. I think lightning troops will probably be... They'll probably come out at the level, your castle level that you're currently at. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they're going to make people that are 20 start over. If they do, I'll type into ban. I'll laugh at Dromediddle.
Well, wait a second. Well, they'll be... I was going to say, well, what happens is, do you guys remember how far back... Do you remember when we used to get troops that were above where we were, for instance? Like, when you're a lower level?
Yep.
You know, Goliath would come in at, like... Now, they were level 13 when you got to them. Like, what was it, Castle 13 was when you were able to go Goliath, I think?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, before you got to Castle 13, were they higher than 13, or were they always 13?
No, I mean, I remember when you got drops, they were at your current level or 1 or 2 levels above, but the moment that you got above those levels that the unit was, you would still have them in your inventory until you built the actual building.
Oh, I remember that.
And then you'd have to equip them into your garrison and take them off to get them upgraded.
I remember that. Well, the only reason I'm saying that is because I believe that the next troops will be level 15, because they will be 2 levels higher than the previous one before, because it just seems like that's the way the troops have been progressing through castle level.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I would think that would be the case. They would make them like level 15. But then again, but that would be if you were below castle level 15.
All right.
Just like in the situation of everything else. So basically, if you were castle level, although that would but you should still have to build the troop building from ground up. So I guess you would still have to take that from 15 to higher, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why would they generate at your current level? Because the troop building would start at level 1, would it not? Go from its...
I don't know. It depends on the level of the building, like what level the building is when you first get it. Because that's how the Goliaths work.
Troop buildings have different levels because you get them at different levels.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I'm right there with you, Nigel, by the way. I want them to start at 1 as well. Just to spite those level 25 guys that raid me so easily.
Well, like I said, I think they would start at level 15. Just like, cause how would they start at level 1 when you got Goliath at 13? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the only reason they say it has to go a certain way is because for a new player, go ahead, start a brand new account. Now, is it, you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
It's going to be, it can't be a level 1 because you would, as a new player, would have those troops. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that would be the case. I think they're going to add them to the whole lineup of troops and make it so that after Goliath, you have something even better after that. So, well, not better, but something different, higher than Goliath.
Now, speaking of lightning troops, I got a prediction to make to all of you guys tonight. And this is based upon the skills that Head of Mimir actually gives. Actually, never mind. This prediction makes no sense now that I looked at Gungren. I was going to say that if the Head of Mimir gives 20%, 24% resistance to melee, and it gives 24% resistance to lightning, then it's got to be a ranged troop. Because why would it double up the resistance on the same item? But that's thrown completely out of whack because of the Gungren spear, because it does the exact opposite. So one of those is basically going to give double resist. Does that make sense?
I'm going to have to listen to that one more time, but...
So in other words, no. That's all right.
Sorry.
It is late.
I had to concentrate on what I was doing here.
It's all right. I am close to being at the mark where I can pull another relic. Let's check it out. There we go. I am 40 away. That means 3 battles. I pull another relic. If it's a 3-star relic, we are going to see Odin in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, because then that means that you're grinding past that. I was gonna say.
No, I'm done. I'm done at that point. Then you could take over.
So I can get some more.
No, I gotta have some grinding for tomorrow.
I guess so. Well, do you have off work tomorrow or no?
Yeah, I got off work tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take off Friday of this upcoming week too. My wife, and I got something exciting to tell you guys. My wife and I are potty training our little girl. And however exciting that is to you guys, I got to tell you, it is a pain to actually do.
Of course. Parenting ain't easy.
But it's worth it. I'm happy about it.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. But there's always those moments where you're like...
Oh, yeah. My wife and I both gain...
There's payoff moments too, though. That's the other thing. So there's the ups and the downs.
Yep. I'm just hoping my payoff moment will be my kids supporting me wherever I want to be, as opposed to my kids throwing me in a nursing home.
Well, yeah, exactly. I thought the same thing when I look at my 5-year-old daughter. I'm like, And then I look at my grandfather that my parents, of course, just put into a assisted living place. but he's gotten to the point now where he can't stay in his own home.
Yeah.
He literally can't stay in his own home and stuff like that. So it's fine. You know, my grandmother passed away last year, so of course he's just kind of doing his thing. But I was just gonna say, like, up until that point, I want my kids to, like you said, I want my kids to make sure I'm okay too. So.
All right, here we go. A relic pool. What is it going to be? It's going to be a 4-star. I'm getting a 4-star right here, Zalon. I'm calling it on stream.
Hasn't been many of them, but...
Oh, it's a 2-star. That's fine with me. Totally good with that. All right. Where's that 2-star? Here we go.
Now, Shooter, you're at castle level
22 right now. I will be upgrading to level 23. Starting the upgrade this week.
Nice.
22 is a very small castle level, though. You get very quickly.
Oh, really?
It's the last of the quick ones that I can foresee. 21, though, is a beast. I'm telling you, it took forever to get off of that castle level. Like 3.5 months of 5 builders working constantly.
Oh, well, great. I mean, 20 didn't take me too long. I mean, again, I based my castle levels on how long my troops take build, mid upgrade. Because I mean, I don't skip. Well, today I skipped the last hour of a troop upgrade. It was 100 gems. Whoop-de-doo. I just didn't want to stop. I wanted to stop like wasting not wasting my food, but not getting any food from battle. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I was like, all right, tired of this, spending 100 gems, starting my next troop. I mean, but I don't spend gems on upgrade like right now. I could spend 8,332 gems and Grenadiers to level 20, but I'm not. You know.
Good news, man. Good news. I just got to level 30, which means I can equip my melted armor back on. That third relic slot is so good. Alright.
There you go.
Mines and farms to do at 21. I gotta tell you, those mines and farms, once you get like past level 20, they take up half of your like upgrading time, it feels like. Because you got so many of them and they take like 5 days to upgrade. 6 days. A week.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind too much about the mines and farms. I mean, I've been upgrading them. I've been upgrading everything coming up. There's so many people that are in our castle level 21, 22, 23. They're like, oh, I stopped upgrading my mines and farms like a while ago, or they only have a certain amount of them that they do. And I was like, that's weird.
You can't get to certain levels without doing that, because you can't upgrade like your food storage or anything like that until you have certain. I know that there's certain like.
There's certain stations here and there, but for some reason it seems like there's still people that have them not fully leveled all the way up and are still able to get by a little bit. Like
Cage, there's a lot of people that rush the buildings and the troops. I will say though that I don't normally do that. I don't know if I've actually done it before. I'm too cheap. But I pay in time. Time it takes for all that stuff to do, or level up. So, oh, and by the way, Zalan, you have higher level militia and spearmen than I do.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I got like level 14 militia and level 16 spearmen. And my archers, I'm leveling to level 20 currently. So.
Oh yeah, no. See, I got Panthers at 20, Imperials at 20, Goliaths at 19, Grenadiers at 19, Spearmen at 19, Archers at Militia at 18.
Yeah. So I figured out if I don't gym to upgrade, I can upgrade 4.5 units per level before it takes me time to get to the next level and have the building I need to upgrade the units further. And so that half unit is archers. So my specialty units, they're all upgraded where they need to be right now. With the exception,
Goliaths, right?
Well, yeah, they're level 21, but I'm waiting for my armory to finish building. And there are so few buildings to upgrade in level 22 that I'm upgrading directly to level 23. So it's weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's so few buildings to upgrade because you don't upgrade your farms. You're done with your barracks as well as your spell forges.
Mm-hmm.
They're max level, and you don't have your alliance camp or your reinforcement camp to upgrade. And so, I mean, that just leaves a few buildings to upgrade, which is why it's such a small level. It's the last of them, I believe, though. 23 looks like it's going to be a beast. And then, like, every level after that, you have to level up the farms every level. So...
Yeah, I just want to see. My birthday's middle of July, so definitely know I'm going to be definitely Castle 21 by that point. But I don't know how far along in one. But I would like to say that by this time next year I'll be 25. Like max castle. don't think it'll. I think I'll be able to, as long as I keep on track with my troops. I don't think I'll have a problem with the builder. So.
That's good. I mean, I still don't know how long it's going to take me to get to level 25, just due to these escalating build times.
Well, yeah, of course.
All right.
I mean, eventually they become like a month. That's the thing. They become like a full month, to do certain things. But actually hitting Castle 25, I didn't say I was going to max everything. I was just going to say hitting Castle 25 by this time next year would be a good goal for me.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to take Italis' maxed out Avalanche into battle. Make my guy do a little bit more damage now that I can. This is going to be good. I think I'm like 250, 300 souls away from Odin right now. Mark my words, Alon. I'm going to get Odin here, and it's going to be best case scenario for Odin. Best archer skills, best skills all around. Even though archer skills are the only variant.
Nice.
How have your, have you gotten to Siggy yet? Or Volker yet?
Oh yeah, but I didn't open them up yet. I was gonna wait to open up Siggy and Valkyrie when I live stream tomorrow.
Fair enough. First F, I don't think we're going to see Throne Wars till Christmas season. Earliest.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I was thinking maybe November for Thanksgiving.
Well, let's see. They're going to have the October. Now that they've done Calvarax again, are they going to release Calvarax as maybe a secondary champion and have another Halloween Titan come up?
Well, yeah, that would be in their best interest, but they can't say that it's going to be once a year.
That's right.
I don't know if they can get away with that.
We need to get Pisces on this stream, like, right now. One, because it's been at least 24 hours since I've heard about his champion Titan.
Oh,
and,
Sayaka?
Yep. And two, because he called my skills when I got my Siggy, and I got the perfect skills. So he's my good luck charm now. It was funny, though, yesterday whenever he called it out. And let me just go ahead and say, shout out to Blood Wolf. Man, if it wasn't for you, I'd have to search for lands, and this event has been long enough to where if I had to search for lands, it would be mind-numbing even further.
Oh. Are you telling me... Are you telling me where your gold mine for souls is?
Yes.
Let's go over to
It's Rogue Squadron.
right now. Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're hitting Blood Wolf right now?
Yeah, I've been raiding him for like the last hour. Solely him.
Wait, are you the only person hitting him though?
If there's somebody else, there's only like one other person.
But you understand what I mean, because as soon as you start hitting somebody that's like popping all the time,
That's true.
a lot of times
Everyone will join in.
As soon as people see flames, see if I can find you without even having to look too hard.
You know what? I think that's going to be a challenge. Blood Wolf, since you're still in here, as soon as I get out of this screen and I see, let's say, 8 or 9 lands on fire at the same time, I am taking a screenshot, putting it on band, and saying, "You're the real hero."
Well, I found you pretty easily because you're one of 3 flames.
There you go. Alright. Guys, give me 1 second, and I will be right back. Let me just go ahead and get this started off first. Congrats, First F, for getting Valkyrie.
Nice.
Alright. Here we go.